hated being a mom. My child would cry and I would see ba uyalila. And I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care. But why am I doing this on my own?
Yeah.
You know, where's your dad?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's the first time joining me, then welcome to my channel. I'm Yolanda Kumalo, also known as Thushey, on Twitter, Instagram, and on the streets. And today I've got a guest, Khanya Dunjana, and she's going to introduce herself. But yeah, I'm just gonna give you guys a brief of what's going on today. This is the first episode of Unpacking with Thushey, and I'm really excited about this because it literally just came to me and I was like, I need to start having this segment into my channel where we impart knowledge, we exchange thoughts, and we learn in the process as well. I feel like a channel that's just based on lifestyle vlogs is not reality, because there are things that we do go through personally that we struggle with. So today I have Khanya Dunjana. She's going to tell us her story, but first she's going to introduce herself, and I want you to introduce yourself how you would like to be known when someone meets up with you after this video, like like what do you want them to know about you, like, or refer to, or like remember about you? That's the word. Okay. We've got a Bev as well. Bev for the honeys.
Hi everyone, I am Khanya Dunjana, your favorite baby mama. So that is what I want everyone to know me as, their favorite baby mama. You know, baby mamas have this negative connotation, sorry. But you know, you loud, you angry, you bitter, but I'm a baby mama and I'm proud, you know, and I love it. You know, it's who I am. It's what I embody day in and day out. It's what I do. I'm someone's mommy and I love it.
I love that. I love it because you're actually right. Like when they say baby mama, it's always, I was even reading a tweet last night, they were like, oh baby mama, they always have a drama.
True.
They want to start the argument out of nothing, and
they want money.
They want money.
They want money.
They always want money.
Money.
I like that.
But it's not all that we want.
Yeah, so I met Khanya from social media, Facebook. She didn't know that actually, but on Facebook, I think your story was shared by Kinini.
Yes.
Yes. She shared her story about her baby daddy. That's what we call them, right?
Hey.
Do you call them that, baby daddy? About her baby daddy. And the story was very painful. And, you know, like I remember at that time she used to like post or about the situation. So that's when I followed her on Facebook, and then I saw that she's also active on Instagram. Then I followed you on Instagram as well, and then it also turned out that my brother knew you as well, because I remember I went to my brother and I was like, oh shame, I'm reading stories, and he was like, oh my god, Khanya, and I was like, oh really? So that's how I met Khanya, and her story for me, it's still something that I tell her. You're gonna tell us everything, but I just want to give you guys like a background about him now when I met her, and that's why she's here today. So I think maybe just like give them and us, like, and me, I mean, like a story of maybe like
how I came to be,
how you came to be, how you guys met, and what was the conversation, and
Okay, so the year was 2018. We had been friends long before then, but I think 2018 we just clicked, and I don't know what to call it. It can't be a relationship because we were so driven by lust. That's all that was happening at that time.
Okay,
I wouldn't call it, there was love in it. No, nothing like that. It was just lust, kakulu. To a point where 2019 I then fell pregnant, or late 2018 I fell pregnant.
So that was that was the foundation of the relationship, lust, and
literally 2 months after.
But were you guys dating? Like you were, like, did you guys say Siya Jolango, or was it just?
Okay, yes, we did share. We really did. But it wasn't a normal relationship of dates, going out, you know, having fun.
What type?
It was locked in, and it was just us.
Okay,
you know.
And at that time for you, that was romantic.
For me, I loved it. I was like, and I loved that. I was like, you know what, forever, you know. And that's all I wanted. It's all I wanted to. I just wanted to be in his space.
Yeah.
And even when we were speaking about the possibilities of falling pregnant, he was like, you know what? I'll be with you throughout the way. You know, don't worry. This will be our first if it were to happen.
Okay.
And literally 2 months later, it happened.
So were you guys in that? Was that so? You guys did not plan the baby? Was it planned?
We did not plan.
Did not
we
plan.
Did not plan at all.
So, but you weren't taking any precautions.
No, I wasn't on anything, guys. I cannot lie about that. I wasn't on anything, and even during the, you know, there wasn't anything that we had protected ourselves from. So it be a possibility, because you know, now and then you're like, hey, what if?
Yeah.
What if?
Yeah.
And it's like, don't worry. Don't worry.
I'll be there
I'll
for
be
you.
there.
Okay. So I guess then, like, that security also makes you forget, like, ulibale, that you have to, like, your protection and stuff like that. And then when you felt pregnant,
we started fighting. Suddenly this love bubble we were in, even suffocator, and we started fighting, and I didn't understand by isugapi.
Yeah.
And we fought, and I was like, you know what, it's over. I can't do this anymore. Little did I know, and a seed was planted.
Yeah.
Literally, because I think that's where the problem was, because I didn't know I was pregnant. And nyani, the fights were, it was hectic. And I fell pregnant, and 2 weeks after the breakup, I told him I'm pregnant, and he was like, you know what, we're in this together. We didn't get back together, but we're like, we're gonna do this.
Okay. Oh,
don't
nice.
worry.
Yeah.
Me and you, we're gonna do this. We're gonna take care of the baby.
Yeah.
And kwakola, you know, even though I took 7 pregnancy tests, 1 being my mom and 6 it was me, but
Your mom could just see.
No, actually, that was a weird one. It was my older sister that picked up that I was pregnant. I was throwing up. In English,
I don't know, but I think Bazaya is inyongo.
Mom said I have inyongo,
okay,
you know, and she treated me for that. And my sister was like, you know what, test this one, test her, and nyanike, I was pregnant. I couldn't believe that test. I took 6 more. I was like, no, there's no way. And
I'm laughing, and I think I'm only laughing because, like, we've had this conversation, and I know how, like, you are so okay with, like, everything, like, you're content, you're at the best place. I don't want people to look at me and think, Yolan, she's so insensitive, she's laughing.
Oh, wow.
like, guys, Khanya, she's like, that's why I have her on this channel. She is so content with how things turned out. She's literally what she says she is. Like, she embodies a proud baby mama. Like, if you go on her channel, which I'll put down on the description box, and also her handle on IG, you'll see, like, she's so wholesome. She's always talking about Jumtanagi from in a wholesome way. And for me, I think that's why I invited you here, because that is my biggest fear. If I would fall pregnant and someone decides that they can't be part of it, or they're not going to be part of it, I always look at it as, I'll probably look at Umdanam and be like, you are the reason why this man lived. It's a constant reminder that this is what happened to me, and I always think that I probably won't be able to give my child that love they deserve, because
and we'll actually get into that,
because of that, you know. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to explain that. Otherwise, continue.
Yeah. So honestly, it was amazing at first. You know, what I thought we both didn't know, but we both didn't know how to tackle pregnancies and cravings. And he'd buy me everything, you know. I want biscuits, that's what I was craving. You know, I want pasta, and he was there.
At the time when he's buying everything, are you guys talking about let's get back together? What's the conversation?
We are actually, yes.
Okay.
He comes from a family where he was raised by his mom only, and that was the same for me. And I was like, you know what, I don't want the cycle to continue. You know, if he's saying he's in this and we should get back together, why not? You know, we're now welcoming someone into this world and want to portray the happy family. Something that I never had, and he's never had
as well.
Trauma bonding. And really, we tried. So in the beginning, it was love bombing once again. Now we're pregnant. He's excited, I'm excited. I didn't want anyone to know, but he posted it. It's like, finally, you know, I have a baby on the way. And really, he embodied someone who was excited. I loved that. I was like, he really wants us. Finally, I'm not gonna be like the statistics.
Yeah.
I have a baby daddy that's present.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, lo and behold, things changed. I felt sick.
Okay.
You know, I felt sick. I was hospitalized for 2 weeks. For the first 5 months, or for 5 months of my pregnancy, I was in and out of hospital. I was throwing up. It was bad, but he was there. He was there. I cannot take that from him. He was present.
Okay.
Hospital visits, he was there. Not checkups, just when I was hospitalized.
Okay.
Not checkups. And one day he just did a live video and said that we're trying to extort money from him.
On Facebook?
On Facebook, yes. My mom...
Was he the one paying for these hospital costs then?
No.
Okay.
Suddenly it was my mom and I want money from him, and he's not working. He cannot give us the money that we want. The baby's not even here. It might not even be his.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Crazy.
And Facebook people that love comedians were like, yeah, you know how women are. You know how women are.
Yeah.
Maybe that baby's not yours. I know her from the streets.
Yeah.
I know her.
Yeah.
You know. Suddenly people that I didn't even know suddenly knew me and knew that I'm from the streets. And even people that I knew were like, I mean, it was too good to be true. You know, you're not her type. So surely she was just with you for fun.
Yeah.
But she had someone else on the side.
Yeah.
And that broke me. Imagine you midway into your pregnancy.
Yeah.
And suddenly this person just
changes. Yeah.
Changed. And I think that was the toughest pill to swallow, because this person is known.
Yeah.
If you reach 5,000 friends on Facebook, guys,
we influencer. No, because then it starts. Yeah, good request of people follow you.
Yeah.
From 5,000. Yeah,
we influencer when you reach 5,000.
Like
you
celeb.
No, honestly, and
he
had that status, you know. When he walked around, people knew, but that's the guy I follow. And when he posted my pictures, now I had those followers now, you know.
Zize
Kumba, yeah. You know, and Nyani had that status, so people believed him.
Yeah,
people believed everything he said. And Thushey, that's what happened.
Yeah,
that's what happened. After that, I decided to move away from that. Continued being. I spoke to my mom about it. She said, it's fine. Now it's time to put on your big girl panties.
Yeah.
You're going to do this on your own.
Yeah.
And I had to.
Probably the most painful decision you have to... Actually, realization, not even a decision, that this is what's going to go on now.
Yeah.
I need to just be a big girl.
And I thought actually when I gave birth, he wouldn't be there, but he was. He was there. That's also something else I can't take away from him. He was there at the day I gave birth. He was there in the evening up until I gave birth, early hours of the morning. And the next morning when I got discharged, he said, in his words, I'm a bit tired. I'm just going to take a nap. And I'll go back.
Like I'm going home to take a nap.
And I'm going to come back. It's 3 years later.
I am not laughing, guys. I am not laughing. Yeah, that must be
3 years later. And from what you were mentioning about looking at Undanako, and you are the reason why this man lived.
Yeah.
And that's what I had in the beginning. I hated being a mom. My child would cry and I would see Uyalila. And I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care. But why am I doing this on my own?
Yeah.
You know, where's your dad?
Yeah. And do you know what? Like, I like that Ucholondo, because whenever I also look at single parents, I think of that. But then no one ever talks about that stage where, where's your dad? Like, why am I going through this thing alone? People always just talk about it as, oh, my baby, you know, I'm a baby mama and this is how. But I've always been interested to know that, do you ever go through that stage of, I don't care, Nam?
Yes.
Nam phone as well.
I think that's why my first video on YouTube was parenthood romanticized? And yes, it is.
Yeah.
You know, the pictures, the Instagram posts, the videos, it's cute. Single moms are cute on Instagram. You want to follow them.
Yeah.
You know, you want to see how this person goes day to day, you know,
You
taking care of
think
the
this is
child.
not
And
too
you're like,
bad.
I mean,
yeah.
if ever I don't find the right guy, I'll just have a baby on my own and it's fine.
Yeah.
It is not fine. You know, parenthood is too romanticized for my liking. They do not show the early hours of the morning where you cry and Umdana's also crying. And you have to suck it up to take care of that kid. You know, breastfeeding up until there's nothing left in you and it feels like your child is literally sucking the life out of you. You know, the panic attacks, the anxiety attacks. There was one evening where I just started crying and I started screaming and I didn't know what to do with my child. Up until my mom took him. Because I was like, what am I doing? Who are you? You know? You know, and I'm trying to text him because I did try. I was like, where are you? It's fine if you don't work. Please just come see the baby. Please just come help.
Support your corner, just knowing. I think also sometimes people really undermine just the mental, just knowing Landuba but he's there. He's gonna call. It's not about the money. It's not about you literally doing stuff. It's just knowing that corner, like and come see the baby, and that just takes a lot of weight off you.
And kids are expensive. Kids are really expensive, guys. We cannot sugarcoat that. Kids are ridiculously expensive, and in Cyril's economy, it's even worse. But just knowing you have someone who is their father present is much more better. I was not working at the time. I was not working. My mom had to take care of me and Ndana financially, you know. And you know our cultural aspect where you have to pay damages. She was like, listen, because she spoke to him, listen, let me put culture aside. If I were to ask for damages, go half on it, both of you. You know. But now all I'm asking is that let's do it together. You know, just help out. You know, just assist. And he was like, no, don't worry, mums, I'm coming, Dizoza. And till today, nothing except just the, you know, messages now and then on Facebook about how terrible I am. Those don't hurt me anymore. Because I know my truth. I stand by my truth.
Now I want to go to then, when did you start realizing that he's not gonna come, I need to love my baby?
A year later.
An
entire year later.
So when the baby turned 1.
An entire year later, on his birthday, I bought like a cake. For his birthday, I put a candle, and it was me and my mom and my sister. And
at that time you were working?
Yes, I was working by then. I started working 3 months after he was born. And we sang for him, and I just looked at my mom picking him up, you know, playing with him, and I was like, why am I still focusing on that gent? You know, why am I still there? Look at, he's grown. He's walking, he's communicating, he's smiling at me, and I'm just not smiling back. You know, I didn't love my child up until a year.
Oh man.
Being a Kolanba, I love you, Dana.
You know, you were just doing because you had to.
I just did because I had to. I was like, you know what? Women are the responsible ones. Gagat. You know, because I found that with my baby mama journey, that women that are in relationships were actually relating to me. And I was like, Njani, you have someone.
Was that when you started the baby mama club?
Yes.
Okay,
we'll get to that. But yes, but I saw that people were actually relating, and they were in marriages and relationships, and I was like, hi man, why am I still focused on that shit? Let me focus on this kid. You know. And I named him Imibongo. I used to do poetry in high school. I named him Imibongo, and he's my love letter to God. You know, when I speak about God's goodness, I look at Imibongo, and I'm like, this man loves me. God loves me. You know, no experience in any work. And 3 months later, I had a job after he was born. 3 months later, I had a job. I focused on taking care of myself and him, and you know, kumnand.
That is really nice. And I love that Undanako also made you realize that Utitlo and Talent. That's beautiful.
you tend to focus a lot on the negative up until you see God's goodness and everything, because I cried every night. I used to cry. I was like, why do I have to go through this? My pregnancy was difficult. I threw up for 5 months. That's not right. You should end at 3. Throwing up for 5 months, in and out of the hospital, high risk pregnancy, my child even almost dying because Inshot was deteriorating when I was giving birth, all those things, and you're like, throughout everything,
through all of that.
I could have lost to Imi because of his stress. I could have lost to Imi when I was giving birth, but
as well. At that time, when you felt pregnant, were you at school then?
I was in varsity.
You were in varsity then.
I was in varsity. I was in second year.
So you had to drop out.
I had to because of how difficult the pregnancy was.
Okay.
I could handle it because I didn't have a belly. Thank God. I didn't have a belly. No one knew. I think you could just see by my complexion because I was a yellow bone. But other than that, no one knew. It was only Amanda Badala because obviously they can see. But so no one knew. I could literally finesse school for the full 9 months, but I couldn't. When I was driving to school, I'd have to pull over and throw up. Drive again, pull over, throw up. Had a bucket in my car, throw up because of how hectic it was. I couldn't eat. So I literally was half my size. I was tiny. I was.
Oh man.
I had a fika. I was so tiny because I wasn't eating. Even water. Water I would drink, I'll throw it up. Then I was breastfeeding, so it
was probably stress. I mean, I don't know how pregnancy goes because I don't have one baby, but it was probably stress. I can imagine like how stressed you were.
It was. Imagine also disappointing your mom.
I was gonna get to that. I was like, that is the biggest, I'm sure, worry you could probably carry every day. And even the fact that Mama Ati no it means that it cool.
Kakulu. I think it was my mom's pride, pride and joy. Nomdana loves English. Nomdana muthetha kamandi. But Mom, this is the best English. Please. Because I was performing even. On my CTV, I was performing. It's like Lumdana is talented. So when my sister was test her, my mom said no, Inyongo. And my mom,
there's no way.
She's in the medical profession. But a lot of people say, but you can't see Umdanako because she's good at spotting other people, but she couldn't spot me. She was like, no. Nyongo yabiza about 4 this year.
I love that. Oh man, but you've come a long way, Khanya. Like you've literally picked yourself up, because from the story you're telling me, like it's so hectic that I always look at people who go through that and I'm like, do you ever even bounce back from that? Like Ingati,
you know how hard it is?
Must be really hard.
But the only reason why I could is because of the advice my mom was giving me. My mom's a single parent, and she was like, look at what I did. And I could see now, but she accomplished so much. My dad came to visit once and he was like, wow.
He was shocked in a car.
He said, your mom did good.
Wow.
Literally, he said your mom did amazing. So I was like, I could.
Do you ever think of going where he stays? Just
I'm not Salabi.
I was. Can be Nabi.
Guys, please. Thushey? No shame. I know where the family house is.
Okay.
But I don't want to rock up.
Yeah. You wouldn't want that. Now we have the drama of as well.
No, shame, no. So I must I don't want to lie, but if I wouldn't mind. I really wouldn't mind.
And I think it's not about you.
Yeah.
You need to understand, but it's no longer about me, it's about Umdana, and the child will forever want to meet Tataki.
And akazanga kum. One thing my mom taught me is that don't go back. Akazanga kuwe. You know, and don't also create as a fantasies, but oh, we're gonna be a happy family again. Don't cut it.
Yeah, and you probably don't even want to be with someone like that anymore. No. Man, this was actually a very great chat. Do you have any question for me? Anything, you can ask anything.
No, yes, in the Baye Umdana, I don't like asking those questions.
No, it can even be about anything else. It doesn't have to be about a kid. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think of this one. But okay, I think me and Thushey had a conversation before, you know. But in a situation where maybe your partner doesn't want a kid or you don't want a kid, and the other does, do you think Isaba Konala the middle ground ever whereby Isaba Kondana or not? Would you let them down for someone else?
I don't think so. I think that
is not about like
I think when there is no alignment in terms of like I want a baby, you don't. I don't think that that's something you can compromise and sacrifice and be like, oh, okay, Mandi, yeah. I think it's too. It's because those things, it's things that you have, like you vision them. But I want this type of life for myself.
Yes.
So it does kind of feel like you're letting go of a part of you. So I think it's very scary though. I'm gonna tell you that, because then as you're growing, you're like, oh, Funumdana, I don't, or I want Umdana, he doesn't. What will then happen? You know. But I think if anyone is in that situation, the best thing is to face reality. You don't want a kid, he wants it. He doesn't want a kid, you want it. Reality is there's no alignment there, and it leads to maybe you guys should try other people, because alignment is very important, especially with your dreams and what you've wanted for yourself. It's very important, and dimming down for it's not gonna end well for you, because 5 years into marriage maybe you'll just be like, yo, but I still want done.
Wow.
So yeah,
I love it.
I think like no, if one doesn't change or come to realization, then you need to just choose yourself. Yeah, but it's also very important to understand why you're from done, and not because of the nuclear family.
Please, yeah,
you need to, because then if then ufunumdana for that, then maybe now we are fun and fundan too.
For
Instagram.
I love it.
No, anyways, that's my take.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming today. It was really nice to have you on the show
and in your place.
Guys, please do follow Khanya Dunjana. I don't know what's you can tell them your handle, but I'll just put it on the screen as well.
Khanya_D.
Khanya_D, and also I'll put her channel down in the description box. Please do support her, watch her videos, subscribe to get more baby mama content and some inspiration for people who are going through the same thing she's going through. And I'm very happy that this episode happened, like it's a success. We are going to be, I'll have another guest, start with her. I'll have another guest to shoot episode 2, and this is gonna be part of each channel yet, you guys. We're gonna have these sessions more and more. I love this,
and I can't wait for more, guys. Guys, Thushey is amazing, honestly.
Really,
honestly, Yazi, when I followed Thushey first, I saw you on Facebook. You were right about that. I saw you on Facebook, and it was first the thing of, this is Sean's sister, and I love your brother. I idolize your brother because of the space that he's in, and that's where I want to be.
You want to be,
yes. So I was like, okay, it's his sister, so support it, because he's saying we should support her party. Your content is so refreshing. Her laugh is so infectious. I heard her Esheka when I walked in, you know, it's so infectious. And you're such an amazing person. I see with your friends, that housewarming you had.
Yeah.
Guys, Honestly, and this is not a thing of because of a video. I'll say it to her even after, but you are such an amazing person, and I only wish the best for you.
Thank you.
I love how you love God.
Thank you.
I love how you just tapping into that space. And your videos, everything, man.
That is the end of the video, guys. If you have anything you'd like to... Are you crying? I thought she's crying. Anyways, guys, that's the end of the video. If there's anything you'd like to know more about Khanya, obviously you can find her on Instagram, like she said, and also you can follow her on her channel and post questions to her directly, because I will not be able to answer anything of that sort if it's related to her, obviously. But if you have any other question, also you can drop down in my comment section as well, and maybe I will share. I'll also share some questions as well that you guys have. Don't forget to like, and also if you haven't subscribed this far, please do click that subscribe button.
50K.
I'll see you on my next video. Bye.